Namaste and welcome. I am Vidyadhar, systems engineer, educator, and creator of the Pragmasophy framework. In this 5-minute video, I will walk you through language of the levels. Welcome to today's exploration into how we understand the world, not by what we see, but by the language we use to describe it. But first, a little warning. We are not here to teach economics or biology. We are simply using them as familiar vehicles to understand a deeper idea that every level in a complex system needs its own language. Let's begin with something we all deal with every day, the market economy. Why does milk cost rupees 60 today and rupees 70 tomorrow? Is online retail killing street vendors? Is India's GDP rising? These are all valid questions, but notice something important. Each question belongs to a different level of the economic system. At the product level, we talk about cost price, selling price, margin, demand. At the business level, we use words like market share, monopoly, competition. At the national level, we enter the jargon like GDP, inflation, trade deficit. And here is the catch. You cannot use one level's language to answer another level's question. Just like you don't ask what is the GDP of a single liter of milk. That would be nonsense. But you do hear TV anchors say this tech giant's income is more than the GDP of a small country. Well, the sentence is flashy but conceptually confused. Why does each level have its own language? Because each level has emergent properties, qualities that arise only when smaller parts interact in a larger whole. Atoms of sodium and chlorine have no taste, but together they form sodium chloride, the salt, which has the property of saltiness. You can't describe saltiness at the atomic level. It emerges only at the higher compound level. Let's shift to the human body. We ask what causes fever, how is the digestion regulated, is the disease genetic or a lifestyle based? Again, each question lives at a different level. The cellular level uses terms like mitochondria, proteins, enzymes, and so on. The organ level talks about liver function, heartbeat, hormone release. The whole body level asks about symptoms, immunity, recovery, and so on. If you ask what is the IQ of a kidney, it's like asking GDP of a liter of milk. Funny but meaningless. Here too, emergent properties matter. A single neuron does not think, but billions of them interacting give rise to consciousness. The mob may have properties like collective destructive tendency. This influences behavior at the lower level. A good-natured individual in mob can thus behave irrationally. We call this as absorbent property. What does this tell us? That in any holon, a system made of nested parts, each level needs its own vocabulary, its own lens of understanding, it has its own truths. You can't speak the language of one level and expect it to work everywhere else. Jargon is not a bad thing. It's a specialized vocabulary for specialized questions. So next time you hear a grand comparison, pause and ask, are we mixing levels? Are we using the right language for the right question? From markets to medicine, from pressure cookers to public policy, understanding systems begins with one simple habit: respect the language of the living. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of language of the levels. Thanks for watching. Pragmasophy is Prajna Yajna. If this idea resonates with you, subscribe for more insights on Pragmasophy and how to turn knowledge into meaningful action. See you soon.